Hey there, I'm Sarah from Thermaltake Australia, and for this video we're doing something a little bit different. Welcome to what we have tentatively titled the I Tried series. In this series, the members of the Thermaltake Australia team will try something new for a week and then report back on their experiences to tell you if it's worth doing yourself. To make it clear though, this isn't a review of any of the products themselves, it's more about the user experience for us. So, to start things off, I stepped up to the plate to try something new for a week. But before I go on, if you haven't already, remember to subscribe to our channel for more awesome content just like this, and feel free to give this video a cheeky like if you enjoy it. So when we first thought of this new series, we went straight to monitors for some reason, which then led to me. For those of you who don't know, my at-home setup consists of two super old 1080p monitors. These have served me really well since getting them, but they are both very much getting into their golden years. In fact, my main monitor is so old it doesn't even have a display port, it only has DVI. So we hit up our friends at MSI to see if they could give me a bit of an upgrade for the week, to see if forking out the cash for a fancy 27-inch high refresh rate monitor would actually be worth it for me. So on Monday I went home with my rather lengthily titled MSI Optix MAG274qrf-qd monitor to begin my 7-day experiment. This is a 165Hz refresh rate monitor, which is said to provide a faster response time and smoother frames. This monitor also is optimized to prevent screen tearing or stuttering and produces lag-free gameplay. It also features a quantum dot, so colours should look even fancier than they already do on my standard monitors. My first step, of course, was to unpack the monitor. I did take a peek at the stand, but currently I use monitor arms in my setup, and since I'd be using my standard 1080p side monitor, I was kind of just hoping to slot the new monitor on where the older one was. But I quickly found out that that big boy was even bigger than I thought. So I resigned myself to using the monitor stand that it came with. However, I also realized I didn't even need the monitor arm because the stand itself was more than big enough on its own. One thing I really didn't factor in was honestly just how big the screen was going to be. I actually had to rearrange my desk a little bit in order to fit it in properly, so it's just something to keep in mind if you're thinking of upgrading yourself. If your desk space is cramped already, beware. After faffing about with cables galore, I finally sat down to play my first game with my new monitor. I decided that each day I would play a different game from a pool of games I have quite a bit of experience with on my old monitors. So to start it all off, I went with The Witcher 3. This is one of my favourite RPGs of all time, and a really gorgeous game, so I thought it would be the best option to start off this whole journey. Although, I'm gonna be honest, didn't really notice a whole bunch of difference. I will admit the colours were far more vibrant than I remember, and I did find the controls maybe a little bit more fluid, but overall I didn't really feel like it made a huge change. That being said, I did find myself gazing at Geralt's luscious flowing hair far more than I recall doing in the past, so that's a plus. On day 2, I decided to jump into a game that I was confident would show off the monitor in all its glory. Jono was very certain that FPS games would be where this baby would shine, so I said my prayers and decided to jump into Overwatch. Yes, some of us tortured souls still play this game. I primarily play support in this game, however it's almost exclusively aim support, so Ana, Zen and Baptiste, so I figured that would probably still work fine. But honestly, once again, apart from the very obvious facelift, I didn't actually feel that much change. That was, however, until 2 days later when I learned about something called adaptive sync. This is basically where your monitor adjusts its vertical refresh rate to the frame rate of your graphics card and can sometimes cause issues in certain games. Which, as it turned out, is why on Tuesday I wasn't quite noticing any change. After I changed this a few days later, I found my Soldier 76 skills went from bronze to a decent gold pretty quickly, which was nice. See, people who get into games with me, I'm not trash, it actually was the lag. Obviously, I'm kidding, my monitor didn't magically make me better, but I did feel a big change in fluidity and my reaction time, which is what you would kind of expect from a monitor aimed at esports gaming. For For day 3, I thought I'd throw in a wild card with Stardew Valley. I really wasn't sure what I was expecting with this game, other than I just wanted to try it, and boy, was I actually impressed. The main thing this wanted to change for me game-wise was its size. You see, Stardew seems to adjust itself based on your monitor size, so I found I was able to see a whole lot more on either side of the screen than I could before. This came in incredibly handy, especially in places like the mines, where flying enemies come into the screen a lot earlier than they did before, giving me more time to react. Apart from that though, as to be expected, I didn't really see a whole lot more change. But the change I did see, due to the monitor's size, honestly impressed me a lot and was probably at the time the first home run day for this monitor. For days 4 and 5, I wanted to mix things up a little. I decided to work from home and see how the monitor behaved then. On Thursday, I decided to focus on editing in Adobe Premiere, something I do a bit for work, but also as a hobby on weekends. This was the day I actually learned about adaptive sync, as I noticed it was doing some weird stuff on my monitors, but once I turned it off, I found it all mostly leveled out. I felt I had a pretty standard time in Premiere. The extra space was nice, I suppose. However, I'm actually quite used to editing on my smaller 1080p screens, so honestly, I didn't really take that much of an advantage of the extra space anyway. On Friday, I decided to focus more on Word and typing-based work. The main difference I found was due to the size of the screen. Once again, I could fit in 3 pages in Word at a time, which was kinda cool. I did find on some websites though, the spare space on either sides of the screen that was just due to the size of the monitor kind of annoyed me for some reason, I don't really know why. So overall, it was kind of a muchness situation. Sometimes I found the extra space that the screen gave me due to its size was really good. Other times, I kind of wasn't that into it. For Saturday and day 6, I decided it was time to give another FPS game a go. As a rather unabashed malcontent towards the Battle Royale genre, there really isn't that many modern multiplayer shooters that I still play that much of. That being said, if I had to pick one, it would be Apex Legends. The role-based Battle Royale shooter at least means that if you suck at shooting, there's other ways you can help out your squad. So, after taking a good few months off, I jumped back into the game and promptly jumped out of the dropship with 2 random people. Overall, this game is honestly where the monitor shone the brightest. In my first game back in months, I was pretty chuffed with my 3 kills and 1 assist, and we somehow came 3rd, even after our 3rd member DC'd about 10 minutes into the game. Apex looked amazing, played amazing, and honestly, I can see why a big FPS gamer would really enjoy games even more on a monitor like this one. Hey, future Sarah, just popping in here to add in a little tidbit. So my experience with particularly Apex and Overwatch, it might actually probably not be entirely true. I discovered recently that I may have made a bit of a boo-boo. You see, as a 1440p high refresh rate monitor noob, I didn't actually realize that there is a ton of things I have to do after just plugging the monitor in. You actually have to enable the higher settings on your PC. Whilst I think I did do some of the things that you need to do, I unfortunately forgot to adjust the refresh rate. I know, don't judge me, I'm a noob, remember, I'm very open about it. So while I did find my Apex experience to be better, it's probably actually more due to the resolution and field of view that the larger monitor provided, as well as the pixel density, rather than the actual higher refresh rate, which is what we were sort of really looking at. We did end up staging a recreation here in the office with the monitor and having a system that has the same specs as mine, and we also enabled the correct refresh rate, and I did actually indeed notice a more sizable difference. But it didn't really change my overall opinion. However, I will pop back in a little bit later to explain that in a little more detail. Okay, take it away, past Sarah. For my final day, I wanted to bring it back to where I started with another RPG. This time I picked Skyrim, a game I have invested literally over 300 hours into on my old monitors, so I figured it would be a solid game to compare. After spending a good 3 hours reinstalling all my mods that had strangely disappeared, I finally jumped back into the world of Skyrim and very quickly died to a Spriggan. Honestly, those things hit hard, especially at level 1 apparently. Anyway, much like The Witcher 3, I found not a huge difference in gameplay, but the game did look rather stunning and the added screen size did add a lot in the all-important immersion factor. So after 7 days with a 27-inch high refresh rate monitor, what's my verdict? Like, I didn't hate it by any means. The monitor itself is gorgeous, it looks super impressive, and the colors in particular are really pop. But the main thing holding me back from running out and grabbing one right now is mainly just that the games I tend to have on rotation the most, they just weren't really impacted all that much from the monitor. Hiya, Future Sarah, jumping in again really quickly here. As I mentioned earlier, some of this experience is a little bit off due to me not necessarily setting it all up properly. But that being said, I'm fairly certain I really wouldn't be the only one who would do this, so I'm sure my experience is more than likely not an isolated incident. So if you are in the same position as me out there, running a 1440p high refresh rate monitor, but you're not quite feeling like it's doing its job fully, it might actually be the reason why. So always remember, if you're setting up your new monitor, to jump into display settings and make sure that the resolution is correct first, before then hopping into your advanced display settings, display adapter properties, monitor, and then selecting the proper screen refresh rate. That being said though, the opinion I just expressed is still pretty much the same as how I feel now. For the games that I play on a frequent rotation, and for how casually I play them, forking out the cash for a 1440p high refresh rate monitor just doesn't really make sense for me. But if you're a big FPS player, especially in the competitive scene, then I can now wholeheartedly say that this monitor would be worth it for you. I will admit though, it has made me more aware of the fact that I really need to upgrade my monitors, as the colours and overall look of the 27-inch one made me realise how much my hardware is being let down by my old monitors. So some new monitors are definitely on the horizon for me, but whether they'll be 27-inch high refresh rate ones like this guy, I'm not so sure still. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you did enjoy it, remember to leave us a like and pop any thoughts or questions you may have in the comment section down below, or if you have any other ideas for things you'd like the rest of the team to try out next. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and ding the bell to be notified each and every time we upload. And while you're still here, feel free to check out any of the They Will Take videos that will be somewhere around me, and we will see you in the next one. Bye. Say goodbye, monitor. Bye. Bye. Bye, buddy.